How do I check if PyTorch is using the PPU? How do I check if PyTorch is using the PPU? The nvidia SMI command can detect PPU activity, but I want to check it directly from inside a Python script.
These functions should help. This tells us CUDA is available and can be used by one device. Device 0 refers to the CUDA GeForce GTX 950 meters, and it is currently chosen by PyTorch.
As it hasn't been proposed here, I'm adding a method using torch.device, as this is quite handy, also when initializing tensors on the correct device. Edit. Torch.CUDA.memory_cached has been renamed to torch.CUDA.memory_reserved. So use memory_cached for older versions. Output. As mentioned above, using device it is possible to move tensors to the respective device, to create a tensor directly on the device, which makes switching between CPU and CUDA comfortable without changing the actual code. Edit. As there has been some questions and confusion about the cached and allocated memory, I'm adding some additional information about it. Torch.CUDA.max_memory_cached device equals none returns the maximum CUDA memory managed by the caching allocator in bytes for a given device. Torch.CUDA.memory_allocated device equals none returns the current CUDA memory usage by tensors in bytes for a given device. You can either directly hand over a device as specified further above in the post, or you can leave it none and it will use the current underscore device. Additional note, old graphic cards with CUDA compute capability 3.0 or lower may be visible but cannot be used by PyTorch. Thanks to Hekimjul for pointing this out. Found CUDA 0 GeForce GT 750 meters, which is of CUDA capability 3.0. PyTorch no longer supports this CUDA because it is too old. The minimum CUDA capability that we support is 3.5.
After you start running the training loop, if you want to manually watch it from the terminal whether your program is utilizing the CUDA resources and to what extent, then you can simply use watch as in. This will continuously update the usage stats for every 2 seconds until you press Ctrl+C. If you need more control on more CUDA stats you might need, you can use more sophisticated version of nvidia SMI with query CUDA equals ... Below is a simple illustration of this. Which would output the stats something like. Note, there should not be any space between the comma-separated query names in query CUDA equals ... Else those values will be ignored and no stats are returned. Also, you can check whether your installation of PyTorch detects your CUDA installation correctly by doing True status means that PyTorch is configured correctly and is using the CUA, although you have to move/place the tensors with necessary statements in your code. If you want to do this inside Python code, then look into this module. This URL, or in Pippy here, this URL.
From practical standpoint, just one minor digression. This dev now knows if CUDA or CPU. And there is a difference in how you deal with models and with tensors when moving to CUDA. It is a bit strange at first. This all is tricky, and understanding it once helps you to deal fast with less debugging.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.